Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna try some TikTok art hacks and we're gonna see if they work or not. I'm not really excited to try some of these hacks and I don't think that they're gonna work, but we're gonna try them and see, so let's get on with the video. So the first hack is basically where you take a little jar and then you fill it with water for painting, but instead of just leaving it with only water, you put a little tissue paper inside, so that way when you put the paintbrush inside of the jar to wash it, the tissue inside the jar will wipe the paintbrush as you wash the paint off the paintbrush. Okay, so I have two jars here, and this one is gonna be like the control where we just like don't put any tissue paper in it. We're gonna see how well that works. And then this one is the one we're gonna put the tissue paper in to see how well it works with the paintbrush and paint. Okay, so I have this piece of paper and I'm going to... I'm just curious that over time because for my paintings, it takes around like a couple of hours to do each painting. So I'll just have like the water sitting for a couple of hours at a time. And I'm just curious if the paper will disintegrate at all or if it will just stay like this. So I have my paintbrushes here and I dip them equally in paint. And I'm just gonna swirl them around at the same time for 5 seconds and I'm gonna see which one comes out the cleanest after 5 seconds. They both look about the same to me. There's still some paint left on both of them. I'm gonna try this one more time to see how well it works. Okay, so again, they both look about the same. I don't really know if it worked better or not. So as you can see here, these are the two paintbrushes. And I don't know, they look about the same. This one is a little bit darker, so it's harder to tell, but I can see in person and I can tell that they're both pretty much the same amount of paint. I'm gonna give this hack a 6 out of 10 because, I mean, you're just adding an extra step that I'm not sure actually works in the end. I mean, you could do it anyway. Maybe it's just like easier to clean your brush with it. Maybe it's your preference. If you like this hack, you can definitely do this at home when you're painting. And I think, I don't know if the paper will disintegrate. That's my only thing. I mean, I guess it depends on what paper you're using, but I mean, I wouldn't use this personally. I don't think there's a need for it. And I don't want the extra work while I'm painting of like getting up and going to get a new tissue paper once it disintegrates. So I'm gonna give this hack a 6 out of 10. And let's move on to the next hack. Okay, this next art hack is one that I've been looking forward to debunking. So basically what they're doing in the video is if you've run out of like blue or yellow paint, you can take green paint and keep mixing it until they separate from each other. I can already tell what they did in this video to do this. I have my green paint here. I'm just gonna put a little bit. I don't want to waste the paint, so I'm just gonna put a really small amount. Okay, so I have my green paint on a plate. That is a very small amount, but I just don't want to waste paint. So we're gonna keep mixing this for a good like minute and see how the blue paint separates and the yellow paint separates. It's still green. This hasn't changed at all, which is kind of what I expected. If you couldn't tell by the editing, what they did was they just had blue and yellow paint, mixed it together, and then reversed the clip so it looked like they were separating. Yeah, don't try this one. It's not gonna work for sure. Okay, so for the next art hack, basically what they're doing is they're using cornstarch to make watery paints more expensive looking and just thicker in general. So I'm gonna use the same plate that I've been using, and I have this yellow acrylic paint. Okay, so I have my yellow paint on a plate right here, and I actually put a lot, so I'm just gonna split this into two. This side is gonna be the normal paint, and then this side is gonna be with cornstarch. So I'm just gonna take cornstarch. I'm gonna add a little bit to the paint and see. I have a feeling this might work, but I'm not sure. Usually to thicken paint, there's something called powder marble, I believe, and people use that to thicken paint, but I'm gonna try this method today. So if you see, this is the cornstarch one, and it's actually a lot smoother and thicker. And now I'm gonna try this one. This is just the normal one. I don't know, I can't really tell the difference looks wise, but feeling wise, I can definitely see that there's a big difference in how, actually, I think this one spreads a lot more than the other one does. So I actually think that the one without cornstarch spreads better than the one with cornstarch. But I think that I would definitely actually find this useful, especially if you have paints that are too watery or too sheer. I think this one that I used was fine, that's why it's like working good. But I think like if you bought a cheaper acrylic paint or one that has more water in it and you did this, I think that would work really well. I definitely recommend this, especially if you're trying to thicken. And I can definitely see this working in like when you're painting smaller areas with more paint concentration, and when you're painting those little details, thicker paint that's more saturated definitely helps a lot more. Okay, so this next hack I'm actually particularly excited about because I've been seeing this all over the internet, and it's so cool that I might actually make a separate video on it. So let me know if you would like to see it in the comment section below once you see what I'm doing. So basically for this hack, you have to add a bunch of like paint dots to a piece of paper or a canvas or whatever, and then you take a squeegee and you just like wipe it and it's supposed to like create a really cool design, and I am very excited to try this out and see how it works. So I have my paints over here, and I'm just gonna like I don't know what to do because I don't have like an idea. I think I'm gonna do like a bright one. I'm gonna do a bright painting. I also don't want to waste too much of my paint, so I'm gonna do like a really small area of the paper because I don't actually know if this works yet. I think the trick here is you want to add like colors that would go together when they're mixed. Like even if they accidentally mix, that way they'll still go together. Even if you like accidentally mix them, they'll still kind of go together. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do for now. I have only this much paint because I don't really know if this is gonna work. I have a feeling it will because I don't really know what could go wrong here. So I'm just gonna this actually worked. That's so cool. Look at that. You could actually like cut this up and like make little like bookmarks or add some resin on it and make like a cool keychain. This has a lot of potential. I'm definitely doing another video of this, so if you want to see this as another video, let me know in the comment section. But this is very cool. I can definitely see myself doing this for fun all the time. I think the only downside is you use a lot of paint for this. I could have used that paint like 4 or 5 times and I used it all at once, but I think like once in a while it's actually really fun to do, and I really like this design. Actually, I think it came out really cool. I think I saw a bunch of people do like they know where to put the dots so that it makes a cool art piece, and I really want to try that. So when I do another video of it separately, I will definitely do that. But for today, I think this is good. Okay everyone, so that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know any other video ideas you want to see, and let me know down below if you want to see the squeegee art video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!